Welcome back to another episode of We Posted Up the Podcast. I am Demine,
AKA,
D Money,
AKA,
Mr. 2 for 20.
AKA,
If she bleeding, I'm still beating.
AKA,
Young Gerald Levert,
AKA,
Sexual Chocolate.
AKA.
That's it, man.
I thought you was gonna leave out your stripper name this week.
Nah, I changed my mind, man.
Yeah.
Gotta keep that in there. Just in case somebody want me to do a bridal shower or something.
Yeah.
Winking the gun. I'm winking
So
the
you
gun.
brought the
dog.
winking gun back
I
now.
popped the winking gun back.
Yeah, man. I thought it was gone, bro. You had to bring it back.
Oh, you gotta bring it back, man.
Hey,
And to my left,
that dude in there,
AKA,
Mr. Nino Los,
AKA,
Big Flexo,
AKA,
Big Lil Los,
AKA,
Lunch Lady Low,
AKA,
Big Breast Bandit,
AKA,
Lamborghini Los.
AKA.
That one Nino Los on IG, y'all fuck with me.
That's what's up, dog. We got a fan favorite back.
For sure.
Came back for some more just to do a regular show.
Yeah.
Hey, I just rhymed there, dog. I'm an MC now.
We gonna play some of this music.
Okay, what's up?
I am one of the greatest heroes. Yes, sir. I am one of the feeling myself. Loving myself. I'm loving myself. I'm touching myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm one of the greatest to do it. When I get repeated,
And the building itself,
Yes, sir.
To my right,
You know it. It's me, LB.
aka,
Harry Poppins.
AKA,
Fast and the Curious.
aka,
Mr. Macaulay Culkin.
AKA,
Kenny Do It.
aka,
Willie Later.
AKA,
The Left-Handed Stranger.
aka.
MC Donalds.
AKA.
Ready Made 314 on IG. Fuck.
That's
Oh,
what's up, man.
yeah, he came.
Like, he came ready to play.
What's up, dog?
You came ready to play.
Now, hold on. Hold on, what, the Macaulay, what you say?
Macaulay Culkin. You know,
Macaulay Culkin, dog. I like that one, man. If I was white, I'd still that. I like that one, man. So, Feeling Yourself. That's the new single?
I don't know. That's the old shit.
Okay, you talking about jacking off?
No.
No, because that's what I would have been thinking about. You talking about feeling yourself.
I try not to let the ladies do that.
So what you got, what you got going on now?
Man, you know, we just did the show with the Buck last month, so we just been trying to lay low, work on some stuff. We put out like 3 singles last month. Love Me or Leave Me, Venting, Imagine If. I think that's 3 singles. We got, been talking to Stefan still, so we've been working on the Sushi 2 coming up, probably gonna be a Pops.
Alright.
November. And then me and my brother have been putting something together for the end of summer, like sunset summer in September. It's gonna be like a skate competition and a show at the same time at a skate park.
That sounds pretty dope.
So,
Where? You
it's gonna be
got
at,
any of that yet?
it's at basically Morgan Ford and Chippewa. There's a skate park there, bro.
Oh, I know where it's at.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly
But
where
yeah,
it's at.
we got to rent it out. So we a lot of the proceeds for that's gonna go back into that or to some skate park. So we don't
Okay,
have a lot
that's
of
what's up. That's dope.
kids
Yeah.
out there skateboarding and shit.
Shout your producer out, man.
Who?
All of them.
Right.
If you want to, do whatever you
Man,
want.
my brother Shorty does most of all the producing.
That's the one I was talking about. There you go.
So he's yeah, we working on him too, man. So that's
You a skater?
not for real. Bro, I ain't skated since like middle school. I don't
So-
know. I just wanted to do something in the community, and we were
Yeah.
thinking of some kind of event, and we didn't just want to do like a pop-up picnic, or we wanted to do like a barbecue or something, but we wanted to give something back. So skate park, it's just a place for kids to come together. There's a lot of kids out there, and there's not a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Skate parks, especially in the city. So this one's decent, and you know,
Yeah, that's something different.
facts.
Because like you said, everybody does a pop-up picnic or something along those lines.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to get a couple more vendors, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to get some acts in there, trying to get back, bro.
So if anybody know any vendors, holla at them.
Yeah,
He already shouted out his IG, shouted out again.
Right, 314, Ready Made 314 on IG, get at me.
That's what's up. Got anything you want to start off with, Los?
So that's an event.
Oh yeah, this shit's actually all track, bro, but then like bring it back.
In the past, you know, we no deception. How you be the present, disregarding better things. Open up the secret dream, you deserve to be the queen. And your laundry out, can't throw your papers out. All this extra baggage is too heavy just to love around. You call the shots, I'ma wait for you to make a call. I'ma spoil you like a back of a sports car. I'ma wait for you, baby, just call me the chef. I know your love is lost, but take what's left. Don't let what happened in the past alter our connection. We fell in love, but now I'm feeling like you don't accept it. Just like a credit card, I try to swipe and get denied. Every time we talk, I feel like you distracted by your eye. Oh yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. So that one, what you, cause your voice sounds different. You got
Bro,
auto
a
tune
little
on that
bit,
one?
bro. That one we did, bro. I did that back in my brother's studio probably in like 2012, bro. No lie, maybe 15.
Oh, so that's an old
tune.
new one.
Yeah,
An old
The
new one.
one that you brought back out.
Yeah, bro. Because sometimes you're just in the studio, you gotta bring some shit back, man. And you hear it and like, man, that shit's still fire.
Yeah.
It's still relevant. I mean, motherfuckers still using beats from a gang of time ago to make new tracks. So sometimes people sit on hits, bro. You never know.
All right, y'all heard the new song, Ben, you know, Ready Made 314.
Go out there.
Yes, sir.
So,
Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, answer your question, you know, whatever. So I did a job today, and I just had a question for y'all, I guess about that. So a new client of mine was telling me today that his a family member of his, they went on a Disney cruise. It was I think he said it was about 10 or 11 of them. And his father had passed the first night, the 7-day cruise. His father passed the first night, had an aneurysm, died on the boat. And they told them that they could get off, but it's gonna be very, very expensive to get the body shipped from overseas. Or they had to just let the body stay there and then they just stay on the cruise and wait till they get back.
For 7 days.
For 7 days.
Wow.
That's tragic, man. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, what would you think you would do? God, you know, let's hope that none of us are never in that position. You know, and the prayers and blessings go to that family there for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
But man, that's crazy, man.
You wanna go first?
I mean, you can't enjoy your vacation. It's done.
I know.
Because everything's going out the window right there.
Yeah.
Your dad, right? Is his dad?
Yeah.
My dad died. I would lose my. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, man. Like, you have to, and you know, Disney cruises ain't cheap
No,
themselves.
10 people, 11 people
So
too.
you can imagine how much they spend on that itself, and they have to. And that's a tough decision, man. Thinking you basically wasting money.
And you might be broke at that point because you
Yeah, because you spend it all on that. Yeah.
Your parents don't have the money to send it back.
Man, that's just crazy. That's a crazy situation, man.
I
So
think
what-
for me, after them first 2 days, I think after that I had to learn to enjoy myself.
I think, yeah.
Back to y'all original point, it
If
costs
it-
a lot of
yeah.
money to do this.
Man.
If it was you that passed away, would you want them to enjoy themselves?
That's what I was about to say. I think he would probably want them to enjoy
Because I would
themselves.
say the same thing.
Well, clearly you
it'd
have
be
to
hard
look at
to
it.
enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
You have to look at the whole thing around it, man. Maybe the synergy of getting them all together was him, and maybe that was his intent.
Yeah, when was the last time all these people were together?
Right, to get them all together.
If you look at it like that.
He did his part, now he checked out.
Mm.
Maybe if you look at it that way.
Yeah, but how hard would it be to look at it that way? I get what you're saying, man. It makes total sense. Like, I think everybody would want, anybody that went on, whoever passed would want everybody to enjoy themselves. But just, man, that's just.
I'm not saying it'll be easy, but I'm saying I give it 2 days of mourning, and then
They
you know,
probably kicked me on the line.
yeah, you know, when you come back,
Free.
you know, when you come back, it's gonna be a whole nother chance to mourn. But at that moment, I give it a couple of days, and then I have to continue on. I mean, it's just no different. It's death. Everybody goes on,
So
except
you-
for that person.
So you think after a couple of days you could go ahead and.
I would have to, because I would have to, man.
Kids, it depends on how old the kids are too, because they probably don't
understand
the
it,
whole
yeah.
thing. So you have to
and he
just
was
tough
saying-
face it.
And that's what I asked that question as well. He said a couple of the kids were, you know, like 4 and 5, and they really didn't.
Yeah, they ain't gonna get it. They just wanna see Mickey Mouse and have a good time. So you gotta get back into that mode. But I would give myself a couple of days
I would stone face it.
to never,
It happened.
to let it all sink in, and then I just gotta push through.
Did Disney do anything for them?
What did he say
Just like
Disney
that.
did? He said they were really good as far as trying to console them a lot, but they really didn't do anything. I don't. He didn't say much about them doing anything as far as compensation
It
wise.
wasn't their fault, I guess.
Yeah. So, But he said they were real good, with, trying to, talking to them and, letting them know that whatever they need, just let them know whatever they were quick response with, when the situation happened and everything. But man, I don't know. I gotta go against the grain, man. I think I'm gonna have to cancel I probably would have to cancel the trip, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna cancel.
I don't know that I'm, man, just thinking about that, I don't know that I could push through, bro.
I know it sounds like I'm being hardcore.
If you spend all that money and then send your pops home, you send the whole family home, and it takes you 7 days anyway to get all the arrangements together.
I don't
You know
know.
what I'm saying? You probably could just sit on the boat for 7 days getting arrangements together too.
Right.
Man, that's a hard pill to swallow, that, bro.
That's rough.
I don't know, man.
I would enjoy myself, but I would have to stick it out.
That's
Yeah.
a tough one, there, bro.
I mean, as long as I ain't in a room with the body, I'm good.
Yeah, ain't no sex happening the rest of the trip. That's facts.
Yeah, you gotta push through.
I-
Since we talking about art today, I had a question for y'all. You do art. I mean, I guess this is a form of art, the podcast. Most you have kids that do art. What do you think about kids cussing in their art?
It's a form of expression depending on how old they are, I guess.
Let's go with 15.
In their art
Yeah.
or in everyday use? Are
In
they
their art.
respectful to other people?
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
fine with
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because you
it.
know,
The kids listen to it
Yeah.
anyway.
it's gonna happen. Kids they gonna curse.
And it depends on if it's your kid and he's 15, but he's talking about carrying Dragos and
Yeah, it's my 15-year-old, and he got a YouTube channel. His mama found it. She wasn't mad about the cussing either, for the record. Just to let y'all know, she wasn't mad about it either. She was just like, I ain't know this
Different
motherfucker had a
side.
YouTube. Yeah, that's what it was. She was like, I didn't know you had a motherfucking YouTube channel.
Yeah, it was kind of a little bit of a surprise for me. I guess maybe a little bit overwhelmed when I heard my son first song or whatever, and shout out to MG Flexo. Go fuck with him on iTunes. He definitely do music too. So
Check him out.
but yeah, it was kind of like, wow, dude, like you really cursing. So y'all think we could stop them at this point? Even when they young, you ain't gonna stop them from doing it. You just gotta
No.
think about it. How early we was cursing.
Exactly. I was throwing out some words early, and I know that. And that's what I told her. She was like, I ain't even mad about the cussing. She was like, I just didn't know he had a damn YouTube.
it's just the time and place for it.
Yeah.
So it's more. So what age would you not be okay with?
I don't know, man.
I
Just
think
like
you're on
Grady
the line
said,
right
man,
there.
it's if it's their expressing themselves through their art.
Right.
I mean, what do you say? Because it's their art. I mean, we're doing art right now. We cuss all the time.
You know, these
We're
kids are gonna
adults.
start cussing like frequently in their language starting like at 12. That's when it starts integrating into the regular speech. Let's be honest.
I got a little cousin who his son, little dude probably, I guess he just started school, so I guess he is 4, 5, 6, somewhere in between that range. And the little dude keep his middle finger up all the time. I had to get myself because he did that. But the little dude always putting his middle finger up. Oh, and he know what it mean, and he like, and I be telling him like, you gotta stop him from doing that. He too young to be doing that now.
Right.
Like at that age now, you should be whooping his ass.
It's cute the first couple times.
Yeah, but after that, come on now, you can't, because it's gonna come out when you don't want it to come out.
Sometimes when
Exactly.
these kids are cursing and acting bad younger, it reflects on how a parent is though.
Right.
too.
Yeah,
Because people would judge the shit out of you and be like, well, that parent ain't worth shit.
yeah, but that's why you gotta when they're young. Like a lot of times you gotta put a halt to that shit like that because, like you said, it's gonna reflect on you. It's gonna make you look bad, not them.
Yeah, that is what it is. But on with the show. It is the 50th anniversary of hip hop, so happy birthday to hip hop. I mean, you do music. Most can fucked his boyfriend to music, and so let's just get into it. What was your first memory of hip hop? Your first memory?
First memory, probably just had to be. It was 8Ball and Jay-Z album. I'm pretty sure it's coming out hard. It's probably the first album I ever heard.
You know how old you were when you first heard it?
Nope, that whatever year that was.
No, you think you heard that was 93.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Probably
93.
93, 94.
He
From
says
from one of my boys' older brothers.
He says it in one of the songs, that's why I know off the top of my head most.
Yeah. Well, you got a lot of
Mr.
useless
Big
knowledge,
says it in 93.
so I figured you probably would have known something like that.
Yeah, what's your first memory of hip hop?
Mine was probably my Uncle Mac was playing Too Short. So I know it was before, I'm 100% sure it was before
Bro, you started in like
93. That was probably, hell, when I was probably like 4 or 5 that I can remember. You know, him playing Too Short.
That was probably that Life Is album, because that's when Too Short used to rap for like 7 minutes, no hook.
Yeah, and he was saying some
Cuss
shit.
words was on that album.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He was saying some shit like, as a kid, you hear him talking like that, and your eyes get wide.
Yeah, I remember that Life Is album.
Yeah, Too Short legend, bro.
Oh,
I was
absolutely.
at that show a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that Life Is album, that was my shit. Life Is Too Short.
Yeah.
Well, yours.
Cocktails.
My first memory, Cocktails was after that. My first memory of hip hop, man, I vividly remember my mother listening to the show all the time, Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh. I vividly remember that. And that had to be maybe 83, 84.
Damn.
But I remember her listening to that all the time.
You were pretty young, man. You remember that?
Yep.
Damn, you got a good ass memory.
It was embedded,
Different
man.
household. My dad was over here bumping the Bangles and Dirty Dancing.
I remember not the Dirty Dancing soundtrack, but I do remember the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. Actually, still one of my favorite soundtracks. The Bee Gees are all over that soundtrack. But it was embedded in me, man. I mean, my cousin is 6 years older than me, so he was always listening to the Beastie Boys, Run DMC. I vividly remember listening to that License to Ill album. But my mother used to always play the show all the time. The album, not the cassette, the actual album.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember those horns going off. I remember all that, the drums. Yeah, I totally remember all that as a kid.
So your mama was playing that on the record player, huh?
My mom
Yep.
was on the record player too as a kid when I remember.
Really?
Yep.
Nah, my uncle was bumping that he was bumping a cassette. And he, you know, them cassettes, you push that button down, shit, you rewind, play it over again.
Hey, first mixtape back
Yeah.
then was on the cassette, bro.
Play it over again.
Big facts.
Yeah.
Taped over the top of it to record
Yeah.
over somehow. I don't
Man.
remember probably some of my mom's.
Me and my cousin Polo used to rap and I remember we got in trouble one time with my old dude. We had taped over one of his tapes. He was hot, boy.
It happens. What got you into hip hop? Just in general. I guess I should rephrase that because I know you do music, so that's a different thing. What got you to listening to hip hop? Was it like an accident or?
Yeah, like I said, it was my boy's older brother, so it was just something I heard, and then I just liked it because everybody else was listening to like country and shit.
So it was something different for you.
Yeah.
That's
I
what's
do
up.
remember the Diddy. I remember hearing that on tape. Remember Paperboy?
Yep.
Diddy?
Yep.
I remember Paperboy. We used to skate to that all the time.
Domino. I remember Domino. Sweet potato.
Get all your shit from the box.
Mm-hmm.
Them sound like box.
Yeah.
Them sound like box cuts.
Domino.
Channel 58.
You remember Domino?
Domino.
Ghetto Jam. Sweet potato.
Ghetto Jam was the shit.
One something.
Oh yeah.
West Coast shit.
Yeah.
West Coast shit.
I knew Domino. I couldn't
I thought he
remember the
was from
song.
here too. I think he's from here.
Nah, he was from the West
Was
Coast. Yeah, he's from the West Coast. He was on the Banging on Wax.
Mm.
Then he stepped out and did his own with it.
Yeah. The
Me too.
East Coast I really wasn't that big of a fan of the East Coast for real. I don't
No, hold up, we'll get to that.
I did.
What's your, when you get to hip hop?
Well, I think I probably got into hip hop way before I was, me and my cousin started rapping. Because what got us into rapping was when Bone came out, and my cousin was already rapping. And when Bone came out, everybody wanted to rap fast.
Right.
So I used to rap fast.
Me too.
But what got me into hip hop was probably, damn, that's a good question, D. I hadn't even thought about that. What got me into hip hop? I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna have to come back to that one.
I remember we had this tape. I don't know where it came from, but it had videos on it. And the 3 videos that I remember was Biz Markie, not You Got What I Need, The Vapors was on it. LL, I'm Bad, and UTFO, Cole Wanna Be With Me. I remember that because we used to listen to that all the time. And Bobby Brown, My Prerogative was on that tape. And me and my sister used to rewind that tape all the time. Just to watch them 3 videos. And then, the tape, VHS.
Yeah.
So, it looked funny. I mean, well, back then it didn't look funny, it looked normal.
So now,
That's what got me into it. My bad.
I get no, you good. My bad. I was interrupting you, but now just thinking about it, if I would say something got me into hip hop, and it's crazy because it was probably this guy was probably a one-hit wonder. And it was the first song that I was into like that was Special Ed.
Not a one-hit wonder, man.
Special Ed, didn't have a whole bunch of stuff though.
No, he had, well, I guess he did just have You Got It
You
Made.
got it made. That was the big. That was huge. And I honestly can't remember any other songs from it.
Our computer, those, not all those days back when. Special Ed had.
That was my that dirt.
The
Man,
beat's
I
still
just-
ringing in my
yeah.
head right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I just kept playing it over and over and over, kept rewinding it over and over and over.
I remember the video. Yeah, I like.
And
Got It Made.
the videos were so simple then.
They were dope though, man.
They were so simple. They didn't do much of nothing.
Now finish your statement about East and West.
No, I was just saying that I wasn't really a big fan of the East Coast then. I was more of a fan of the West Coast then. You prefer the East over the West?
No, NWA made me like the West. I used to get into the East with KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane. I used to love their music, but NWA got me into the West Coast sound.
Drake.
I'm a big Drake fan, man. I love Drake. What about you?
I was more when I listened to hip hop before, but high school was when I really got into it. So I was more of down south, west, I guess. Like the Southwest Riders and Rap a Lot, that type of stuff.
Because Rap a Lot really, Ghetto Boys and Scarface was really the only big
But
deal
you had
in the South.
you had
Yeah, T-Love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Dealing Shit,
came
yeah.
after though.
Rap.
UGK.
Just having Scarface and you gotta remember it was two different Ghetto Boys.
That's true.
You had Ghetto Boys with Scarface. Actually, it was 3. You had Ghetto Boys with Scarface, Willie D, and Bushwick Bill. That's the one that everybody knows of. Then Willie D left the group once he did his solo album. And then you had Scarface, Bushwick Bill, and Big Mike.
So
I prefer, and a lot of people don't like this because I've had this conversation a bunch of times. I prefer the Big Mike Ghetto Boys over the Willie D Ghetto Boys.
I don't know. Willie D was kind of a staple.
I'm not saying Willie D wasn't dope. I'm just saying I prefer the Big Mike version of the Ghetto Boys over the Willie D.
Now I don't want to sound, wrong or anything, but do you think a lot of people kind of like the Ghetto Boys just because Bushwick Bill was a midget?
You
Or a little
person.
person. A little person, y'all. I'm sorry, a little person, y'all.
I mean, can you really say that when Willie D and Scarface basically wrote his rhymes?
Scarface is the shit.
I know, but everybody loved Bushwood Bill.
I wasn't a good boy, but I like Scarface.
Everybody
I
loved
love
Bushwood
Scarface.
Bill, man.
Scarface is really the definition of your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. It
Yeah.
should be Scarface.
Yeah, it is.
That's everybody. I'm gonna ask a question within the questions. Who has the better diss records? Now, I thought about this like a month ago. And to me, the West Coast was running the diss records. You got No Vaseline, Ice Cube. You got Hit 'Em Up by Pac. This is what made me think of this. This is the song that made me think of this. This came on when I was in the car and I was listening to my playlist. A Sleeper, Dollars and Cents by DJ Quick. I'm like, hold up, man. I forgot all about this song when he was dissing MC8. I was like, this is crazy. I was like, West Coast got all the diss records. Ether's the only East Coast diss record that I was
Cameron had
doing.
some disses, man. Biggie had his diss.
I mean, they had segments, but I mean, just straight records.
I mean, what do you think of when you think of, the only thing I'll think of when I hear any diss record is what's the first thing that comes to your mind? That's why fuck Joe bitch, you fat motherfucker.
Yeah, Hit 'Em Up.
That's it.
For me, I think Vaseline, No Vaseline's a better diss record. though.
But go back.
Right, either was fine.
If we going back,
But that was East Coast. That was him.
if we going back, KRS-One.
The Bridge is Over? I mean,
Lyrically, that was better lyrically than most of them that you just said, other than probably Q.
I still think No Vaseline is the.
That's why I just said, other than probably Q.
But the
But
Bridge
as
is
far as
Over.
lyrically, KRS-One, man, dude was a beast.
I would throw the Bridge is Over. If I had to do a 5, it would be behind Ether.
Either, yeah, but I'm a big Nas fan, so but if I'm talking about going back, definitely KRS-One. I don't see any of them East Coast cats touching that.
What was the Jay-Z one that he came back with?
It was 2 of them. It was the Takeover and it was Super Ugly.
Bro,
Super Ugly was the
Takeover.
comeback to
He
Ether.
was fire.
Takeover was cool, but it wasn't Ether.
The beat though.
Super Ugly was the rebuttal. Super Ugly was terrible. It was terrible. He would. I think they have asked him how he feel about Super Ugly. He said it was bad. If I'm not
Super
mistaken.
Ugly.
It was bad. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some more, a couple more diss songs.
I mean, 50
Good
dissed
enough.
everybody when he first came in.
Yeah. Hot Rock.
Yeah.
99, 98, 98, 99. One of them.
Well, I mean, to me, that wasn't really a contest. 50 going against Ja Rule. You know, Ja Rule wasn't that kind of, to me, rapper really.
I mean, Game 100 bars and running is another West Coast rapper and he did 100 bars on it. It was called 100 bars and running. And that
Jordan
shit was
Lucas
dope.
blew off on people too.
Oh yeah, the Meek Mill and Drake thing.
I like Meek still.
Drake
Yeah.
actually ate him up.
Yeah, he did, but I'm a fan of both of them. But Drake, a lot of Drake stuff written too. But
I listen to more Drake than I do Meek.
I do too. But Meek to me on another level.
He give me an amp.
Lyrically.
Yeah.
I feel like he yelled at me when I was listening to him.
Yeah,
He do yell, but then I yell at the same time when I'm listening
I
to
feel like he
it.
yelled at me. Yeah. When did you first hear gangster rap?
Oof.
First time you heard it?
Spice One. Probably my cousin's house.
Spice.
America's Most Wanted. That album.
Yeah, America's Most was dope.
That was probably the hardest gangsta album I heard at that
I
time.
think that might have been 93 as well. So 93 is what birthed you.
Yeah, I think so. I think the early 90s is what broke me. And we brought me into the real man.
There we go. There we go.
We broke.
There we go.
Shout out to all the
Facts, man.
all our We Broke homies.
Too many to name.
I know,
I
right?
can't even think of them all. That's what I can't.
But I think definitely gangsta. The first was definitely NWA. But when you just said that, the first thing that came to my head
6 in the morning.
was MCA.
Fantasy.
That was the first thing that came to my head, but then
What song?
thinking about it was
Compton's Most Wanted stuff or straight
nah,
up
the one
minutes?
on the one at the end of Men's Society.
Straight up minutes?
Straight up.
Straight up, man, it's that soundtrack, bro.
Yeah.
Soundtracks or something.
Soundtrack was dope.
Metro bringing it back. You're doing decent on the soundtrack.
That soundtrack.
That soundtrack.
Soundtrack game was dope.
Yeah, then, but I don't know. I can't think of any good soundtracks anymore.
Man, good
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, man, the sound. I haven't heard a good soundtrack in a minute.
I mean, I listened to
man.
that Metro movie, Spider-Man.
I just haven't heard none.
Yes, it was 6 in the morning for me, Ice-T.
Mm.
I remember my cousin playing that all the time.
Ice-T is
Underrated.
very underrated.
Underrated,
Yeah, I was just
yeah.
he is
The actor?
very underrated.
No. That's what kids will probably say about Ice Cube.
About anybody.
LL, the actor? The guy from CSI?
Hey, you know what's crazy though?
Hold on. I wanna continue on your soundtrack thing, man. Cause soundtracks used to run the world back then, back in the 90s.
Even before, like, you had, like, Grease and shit like that soundtracks.
That's
People
what I'm saying.
bumping
That
all
Saturday
the
Night
time.
Fever.
Saturday
I
Night
used to
Fever,
bump
yeah.
that shit all the time. Still bump it to this day.
It's because you had a collective, a group of a bunch of different people on the same album.
And then it gave you that feel of the movie, like this thing's playing at this part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
You know, one of my favorite soundtracks was Above the Rim, Boomerang,
I remember about
So everywhere.
I'm About It.
I might have to play that in the car now.
I'm About It soundtrack was dope.
I'm about the soundtrack. I still have on
That
vinyl.
shit was dope.
I got it on vinyl, bro.
That shit was
Push
dope.
it inside of you?
That's what I was
Bro.
just gonna say. Push it inside of you, man.
But
Come on,
the
man.
only reason
No, you didn't.
is was there really a sound
Bro.
movie man? Was
Hey.
there really a soundtrack?
Oh, bro, that movie,
You
That
look it up.
was
It's
more-
called the I'm About It soundtrack.
I know, but that's more of
bro, that movie made my eyes.
Come on, man. That
The movie was terrible.
Yeah,
The
that's what I'm saying.
soundtrack.
That was just a sound.
You were
that
just
was
watching
really
it.
an album, man.
You were watching the movie, smoking weed, and just looking at all the rappers is what you was trying to pick them all out. That's what you were doing.
Hey, the soundtrack was
The soundtrack was
dope,
fire.
dog.
Dope thing.
Best No Limit album. Who was
Dope.
it? That is one of my favorite.
Charge it to the game. I told y'all.
For real?
Charge it to the game.
I think the first one's better than Charges to the Game. So the Shocker?
Charge it to the game.
The first album's better than that.
Charge it to the game.
Mac World War III.
Man, World War III. That's a good one.
That's-
And I'm Bound is up there for me. Bro.
Yeah.
That soundtrack was dope.
Even Ghetto Dope.
Ghetto Dope. I was gonna say
Ghetto
Ghetto
Dope was
Dope.
good.
Yeah, Ghetto Dope. Ghetto Dope.
Yeah.
Was in my top 3 too. But I just don't think that was a soundtrack, man. Because the movie was so. It wasn't a movie. It was just them.
You can buy it on
playing-
VHS.
Yeah, it was just them playing. Doing some
Right.
shit, bro.
If you look it up, you know it says I'm About It soundtrack.
I'll go get it. I have it on vinyl.
That was not a soundtrack, bro. That was just Pete doing an album, bro, and then just doing some shit to make a movie, to make some money.
Bro,
It
Independent. Mr. Independent.
It worked. Best decade of rap.
Yep. 90s. You know what I'm saying. You
That's
had Hot Boys, No
right.
Limit. No, that's probably.
Yeah,
You had
that's-
Hot Boys,
that's-
No Limit. You had.
But that's
the
late
movie
90s.
was-
That's like
It
99.
doesn't matter. We're talking about
Yeah,
90s.
it's still 90s.
90 to 99.
Yeah,
bro.
it's still 90s.
You talking about that is an era for hip hop, period.
Even though he said 99 to 2000, but
You got
I'm go-
Bone Thugs, bro.
Yeah. See, that's in my top 5, but
Even rappers
man,
that
I
started in
think-
the 80s didn't really boom until the 90s.
So yours is 90s?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with 2000, 2000 to 2010.
Why is
Because
that?
Who's your
Because
people in those? Like
Nelly, T.I.,
Jeezy.
Jeezy,
Jeezy nice.
I think the Hot Boys came out like 2000.
Hot Boys came out in the 90s, man.
Yo, we was mad about it in high school
Yeah.
because No Limit. Is,
Yeah, I remember D was the one who
Listen
put
to
me
that
on
shit,
it.
yeah.
I knew nothing about them until D put me on
That
You
it.
was
know that's the
99.
90s.
That was 90s.
Yeah, but that's late. That's into 2000. When they started getting big, the big
You trying
time.
to cement.
Juvenile said 99 and 2000. They were Hot Boys before Juvenile's album, 400 Degrees.
But it was just BG really. It
No.
wasn't Turk.
No, because
BG originally was BG and Lil Wayne together as a group.
Bling Bling came out in 99.
I don't know, man.
The Hot
I just
album
feel
came
like-
out in
I feel
98.
like Cash Money didn't explode until 2000.
No, the Hot album didn't come out till 98. That's where the
Guerrilla
explosion
Warfare.
happened.
What year did Guerrilla Warfare Hot Boys album come out? Because
That was the first Hot Boy album. That was
big
2000, 2001.
That wasn't the first one.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
No,
That's
that was-
2000. That's what. That's,
Yeah, but Hans what put him on the map.
That was
with the
Ju-
4
that was
million
Juvenile
sold.
by himself.
Yeah,
And
that's
that was 90,
yeah,
98.
That was 98.
Mm-hmm. What we over here?
So that's when the explosion happened.
97 is when they started.
Yeah, 97 is when they signed the big deal.
We on five. We on
Yeah,
five.
really
That was
was like came
97.
out, yeah, 99.
Yeah.
So what was the album in 97?
No, that's when they signed the big deal. I think that was all.
Get It How You Live.
They get it how you
Yeah, How
live.
You Live album.
Yeah, that was all before 2000 though, because that was I was
That Get It How You
D
Live
had me.
album.
D had me
That
listening
was
to that,
dope.
and that was before
The
that.
BG
So,
album.
sure that-
The BG
I
album.
love
That
All on Me, Volume 2? Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm still gonna stick with that. Like, you know, Nelly, T.I., Jeezy. You know, I'm still stick with the 2010.
It was the 90s for me too, even though I was birthed in 80s hip hop, but the 90s,
It changed.
it was just different, man. You had Pac and Big at the height of their stuff. You had Wu-Tang at the height of their stuff. Outkast, 8 Ball, MJG. You had a lot going on. Scarface was doing his solo thing. Jay-Z was starting to blow. Nas was doing his thing.
I mean, who
There
were
was
the
a
big
lot.
ones going out of the 80s? Wu-Tang.
Eminem birthed himself in the 90s.
Drake
Was it
came
in the
back in the
90s?
90s. Yeah, Drake came
Yeah.
back in the 90s. Because Chronic was 2000 album, wasn't it?
The Chronic 2 was 2000.
2000.
Chronic 1 was 95.
Yeah.
I didn't think Eminem was 90s. I
Snoop.
thought it was 2000.
Snoop Dogg, we got Snoop Dogg in the
Yeah,
90s.
Snoop Dogg was definitely 90s. I know that. I thought Eminem was 2000 though.
Speaking of that, who's going to be an old head at this point? Like Drake's almost an old head. Like kids aren't even listening to Drake for real anymore.
Drake's already about 20 in the game,
That's
man.
what I'm saying.
He close to it.
He pushing 20, him and Nicki Minaj.
Because these kids now telling me these rappers, I'm like, who?
Yeah,
I'm the same way. I didn't know who Drake
My
was.
Spotify is like full of people I don't know, but I'm banging the shit out of them.
I'll listen to the new music, man.
It's a lot
No
of dope.
disrespect to him, it's just not for me, which is
It's
fine.
a lot of dope new music.
But like we were saying, a lot of new music is using beats from Cash Money era now.
Yeah.
Like from 99.
Yeah,
I mean, even then, Chopper just did a song. The
yeah.
Hot
Lil
in Here.
Wayne, yeah.
No, he just did the Hot in Here, the
Nelly Hot Mirror remix?
Mhm,
Oh,
redid
did
it. Yes.
No, I know he just did the one. He just dropped the one with Lil Wayne.
Every song that pops on the radio is
Yeah, I ain't know he did the one the Hot in Here.
Mhm.
I ain't heard that one yet.
Don't.
Does he give you Nelly vibes?
Other people, yeah, because he's still in it.
Oh, really?
He still samples his voice in it. That's crazy.
Oh, really?
If you might be from another state, you might dig it. But if you're from St. Louis, you'll be like, turn this shit
Yeah.
off.
There's a lot of dope new artists. That's pretty dope though. I gotta, I will say that though. NLE one of the good ones. I fuck with NLE.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all take over this segment because I don't know who none of these cats are. And that's no disrespect to them. I'm sure they make good music, but it's not for me. And I've accepted that. I've outgrown some of the stuff that they playing now, and that's fine. I'm okay with that part of my life.
But I would say that the biggest difference to me now, in my opinion, is the women are taking over the game now. They took over the game now.
The women are dope.
The women in hip hop, they done took it over now,
Yeah.
bro. Like the women are tough now, man. Like they got the game and they running with it, bro.
I like the female rappers, man.
Yeah, I do too.
I like the nasty shit that they be saying.
I mean, I don't like all of them. I like some of it,
It's crazy that they pretty much like they I can't think of the word, but everything they talking about, like it's cool. They making it cool to
To be ratchet
talk
and stuff?
yeah, to be
Yeah.
ratchet.
I like it.
I mean, hey man,
I like
you
it.
gotta
That WAP
like-
song.
Glorilla talking about, her, they talk about, fucking, cousins and it's just
Yeah.
crazy, man. They just,
Yeah, I like it. I can't get
He
rid of
said,
I
I
can't
like
get past
it.
her voice, but hey.
yeah, I can't do
her
like a
voice
grown
don't
man
fit
voice.
her to me.
No,
Yeah,
it's like
her
grown
voice
man,
don't
but
fit her.
it's fine.
She's small and, she got a deeper voice, but it's crazy.
But
I fuck with Big Glow though.
I like them all though, man. I like all the
Yeah.
females on different
Yeah.
spectrums. So I like the conscious ones, and I like the ratchet ones. I like them all.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. The girls they running hip hop now, bro.
Who's your
I fuck with
favorite? Who's your
Rhapsody.
favorite girl right now in the game?
I fuck with Rhapsody.
I still Rhapsody, yeah. Rhapsody dope. She's definitely lyrically, one of the top right now.
Lady London.
But,
Lady London.
I still can't put any of them over Minaj if they put me in my best.
Nikki?
Yeah. I can't put any of them over her yet. Cardi dope, but I can't put her
I like
over
Nicki
Minaj
over Cardi,
yet.
that's for sure.
Yeah. I can't put her over Minaj yet.
But I mean, to your point, is she considered new? Shit.
Who?
No, she's not.
Nikki, no.
No, she ain't new.
What's the new chick you got?
Oh, a new chick, I would definitely go with Lotto. I get big Lotto.
She a rapper or a singer?
Rapper.
She's
a rapper.
I don't know.
I like her cadence over a lot of her voice sounds way better.
Yeah.
I'm a Lola Brooks person myself.
Lola dope too.
Lola dope, yeah, I heard Lola.
Yeah, Lola dope too. Sexy Red, they just come out with anything. They just
Bruh.
say whatever,
I'm
bro.
booty how type shit, bro.
Hey,
I can't go out there saying that.
Hey,
You ain't supposed to be saying that,
I'm
dog.
not saying I'm saying it like that.
If I catch you saying it, dog, you got a problem.
You know what I mean?
Hey, but that's love though. That's hometown love though. So we gotta show love to them.
I'll find you out here singing some
No,
Sukiyana.
You ain't never gonna catch me at the light singing that shit, bro.
See you at the light singing Sukiyana.
Mm-hmm.
Those man, they crazy wild now.
It's
man.
not, yeah, it's not Lil Kim, Trina. It's
Yeah,
not
they on a
Yeah,
whole
Fox.
nother level.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
that John. Foxy was dirty back then too, but I guess Trina was dirty too.
You know what's crazy? Think about the backlash that they got for what they was doing then.
Well, they
Compared
made
to
it
what
easier
these
for
girls
them.
doing
Different
now.
times now though.
They made
More
it easier
acceptable.
for these girls to do it though, man. That's what makes it dope.
But you rarely hear these girls giving them they flowers, bro.
Nah, they too hard for that,
They
man.
don't know them.
Like,
That's
come
why.
on, like
That's true.
I guarantee half of these kids out here don't know Trina, don't know Gangsta Boo for that matter.
They don't even, they don't know. Rest in peace, Gangsta Boo. They don't even know that Lil Kim had a titty out.
Or Foxy Brown. They probably
Like
don't know none of
Grammys and
them.
shit like that. So
Let's think about the backlash she got for having her legs open on that.
From who?
On that album
Lil'
cover.
Kim.
From who?
No,
I
Lil' Kim
enjoyed
on
that album.
I know, but
That
you know
monkey
how
was
bad
slow.
that
You
is.
remember Mercedes album cover?
I do.
Yeah, Mercedes, yeah. No Limit.
I do remember Mercedes album cover.
Yeah, it
I
was.
don't know. I remember a song on that motherfucker.
I mean,
but
Sexy
remember-
Red's album cover is not any better. It's the same pose.
I'm gonna have to Google that one,
Yeah,
man.
it's crazy though, man. Like she did.
Let me put that in my memory bank. Actually, I finna write it down so I don't forget.
But we, like you said, we talked about that. Like a lot of them, like for instance, my son, he the same. I tell him a lot of times, like you need to brush up on your history, bro. Like you don't know, you gotta know. To me, anything you do, you should know your history.
Absolutely.
I can't respect you if you're just like, yeah, man, I just look up to like Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah,
like with Cardi, like those are who paved the way now.
Like them guys ain't like you. You really gotta know your history. Like
I don't know. That's a
Where
fine
does-
line. I agree with knowing the history, but
I mean, I don't know everything, but you gotta know something.
yeah,
that's who they listen to, man. That's
Their
why they
pops
wear-
had to listen to something.
That's why they wearing
Yeah.
blouses now, man. They listen to like Lil Uzi Vert and all of them cats wearing blouses.
yeah, that's
I
crazy.
don't call it a
You
shirt.
gotta
That's a
unzip the
blouse.
purse to get the strap.
Right.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, but you talking about people like Lil Uzi Vert, he don't shy away from saying he wear actual women's clothes.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
he wear
that's what he
actual
do.
blouses.
That's
So
what he
not,
do.
Hey, that's for him.
yeah, that's crazy,
And
man.
that's how these kids dress. They wear blouses. And they wear hoodies in 100-degree weather. That's
Yeah.
all.
What's wrong with that, bro?
Well, that's
You
crazy.
can't run it today.
Like I said, we just came from New Orleans last weekend or whatever the case, and my son was wearing fucking jogging suits.
I'm telling you, yeah.
Now,
Full
when I say-
face mask,
yeah.
bro. It's 95 degrees
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not
100
thinking you about to rob me.
100 degrees, the humidity probably
Musty as fuck.
110. Wearing
Look,
hoodies,
musty
full
face
hoods.
ass.
Yeah.
Like, come on now, man. You fucking making me hot wearing that shit.
Smell like straight cheese.
Man, these kids, man, they ain't something else now, man.
They do what they do, man.
I couldn't sweat like that, bro.
Me either. I couldn't even.
No
I'd
way.
be uncomfortable.
Because if you're in the house, if the kid's in the house, you're bitching about the air conditioner not be low enough.
Yeah.
But be outside in a full
Yeah.
Nike Tech.
Yeah, and a full-blown fucking. They be in a full-blown Nautica jacket outside and shit. Big ass Pelly coat.
They don't know that. They don't know that.
They don't know about no Pelly Pellies.
I don't know, they do because they, you know, some of
Shit coming back.
that, some of that shit, you know, everything.
Twister, that was
coming
the
back.
first I ever heard Pelly Pelly.
Yeah, them Chicago cats
Mhm.
rocking the shit out of them heavy ass Pelly Pellies.
Like a lot of them starting to wear wide leg pants at the bottom now, like bell bottom pants.
Jinkos, bro.
Yeah, they starting to wear them coming back now.
When they
a lot
get
of
wet,
them
when it's
wearing
raining
shit.
outside, and you're all the way up to your knees.
I mean, I guess I'll take that over the tight pants where I can tell how much change they got in their pocket.
You gotta find a good medium, bro.
So what's the good medium, dog?
Nice slim straight leg.
I think I was trying to tell somebody like you can't buy shorts now, dude. That come past your knees now, man.
No, they be wearing them hoochie daddies.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't have them below my knees.
All the
no more,
shorts-
bro.
Really?
I can't.
All the
I
shorts.
still can't have them above. I'm kind of comfortable.
Yeah, I have to wear like I bought a couple that's right at the knees, but I can't really wear them above the
No,
knees that way.
yeah.
I can't wear them.
These look like George bringing back long shorts, like pants.
Yeah, I'm fucking definitely. I'm like the Fab Five. My shit long as a
I
motherfucker.
remember
3/4 pants wearing.
My shit long.
I remember when we had I remember the shorts that we in the our basketball shorts were so small. We were all
Daisy
trying to
Chain.
sag. We were trying to sag, and I mean,
Yeah.
even if you sag, they still won't come into your knees.
Boxes sticking out.
Yeah.
Larry Bird shorts, bro. Pistol Pete era.
Yeah, my
But
son
that's-
came outside in some of them shorts. I was like, ain't there some hoochie daddies? He was
Yeah.
mad as a motherfucker.
Don't bend over, pick nothing up.
Motherfucking hoochie daddies on, man. Don't get my car with
Yeah,
the motherfucker.
they like it. That's how
I
they
got a
do it
show
now.
little bit thigh. You know?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Fuck that, man. Wearing them hoochie daddies. I can see you in a pair of hoochie daddies, Lowe's.
Nah, bro, I can't do
Little 5
those.
inch, 3 inch.
I can't do those.
Hey, so, I mean, before we get out of here with this Would You Rather, you got a phone?
No.
Before we get out of here with this Would You Rather, man. So I was thinking, I mean, we always done top fives and top five this. So how about we just do a top five from, we'll do a coast. Let's go south.
Now,
Top five groups from the south. No particular order if you don't want it in no particular.
we gotta do groups from the south.
Top five.
Why we can't just do the groups?
Top five from the south. Because everybody always does.
UGK.
Okay.
Falcons.
No particular order, whatever.
Right, no particular. It's gonna take a second because I gotta think to myself.
Go ahead. You got something else?
I would definitely say UGK, RIP Pimp, A-Ball and MJG gotta go in there. I gotta put 3-6 Mafia in there. I gotta put Outkast in there. I wanna put Goody Mob in there, but I don't think I'm gonna put them in there. And I gotta go with another South, so I'm gonna probably go with Ghetto Boy, just because Scarface. I can't not put him in a top five from the South. So I gotta go with Ghetto Boys.
Yeah. All right. You ready?
I can go if you ain't ready.
Outkast, for sure. I'm with you on that one. UGK. I mean, Hot Boys. Gotta go Hot Boys. And I gotta go TRU, original, No Limit, just because
Yeah,
they started
yeah.
a lot.
That's three.
No. Is that 4?
You said Outkast, UGK,
UGK.
T.O.
Hot Boys,
Hot
TRU.
Boys.
You gotta go on.
And then. Yeah. You gotta go A-Ball.
I would say you
Yeah,
gotta go with
definitely.
what started it all
Yeah.
for you. Huh? Yeah, for me, it's always gonna be Outkast number one.
Yeah.
The
They're supposed to have a
of
new
it-
album coming out, aren't they?
Supposed to, but they've been saying that for 20 years.
Exactly.
So Outkast gonna always be number one for me. The rest of these are in no particular order. Outkast, Scarface with Ghetto Boys. I want both in there. I like them both, so they're gonna be both
But we can collectively
So,
say.
yeah, they're gonna both be 2 or whatever, wherever they wanna go. A-Ball and MJG. 1, 2, 3. UGK. And 3-6.
I mean, 360 gets it.
Now, I'm a big Hot Boys fan too. I just can't put them over any of the other ones that I
They
had.
birthed Wayne, bro.
It's just, I know, and Wayne,
TRU,
I said, I think I said before that Wayne probably is the best rapper alive to me. But I just can't I don't know that I can put them as a group
Here's why I say it's okay for
over
me.
any of them.
I don't throw Hot Boys in there, but I don't have a problem with his argument. You got 3 people who've sold platinum albums individually,
Turk ain't do shit.
but Turk is so underrated though.
Yeah,
He
I
was
like
on- I
Turk.
like
Yeah, I
Turk.
like Turk. Yeah.
If you go back and listen to Bling Bling right now,
Turk
I
did
have.
some shit.
Turk had the best verse on that album. I mean, on that song.
BG was my favorite,
Listen
but
to
he
him,
was the
really.
trashiest out of a lot of the group shit.
Who?
BG was my favorite out of all.
Yeah.
BG's my
But
favorite.
his shit was garbage sometimes on the group shit.
Yeah, BG was definitely.
He had a heroin flow kind of.
Is that him right there?
No.
Cause yeah, he was high all the time. Man, this is in the middle of the song. Man. I'll listen to it later.
Oh, bro.
Now you're not on the right
Nigga, I got these whole ice up enough, my little BG's on the run.
Put this to the whole 5 minute song.
Nigga don't know where from. Now
Hey,
everybody in my shit. My nigga B, giving us what he do.
No, that's not that BG.
Hey, even Big Time was a show back then. That first album, it was fine.
Okay, right.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, bro.
And, yeah.
That shit was hot.
What's going on, Tom?
Yeah. What's up with it?
You just got through rubbing one out?
Huh?
You just got through rubbing one out?
I can't hear you, bro.
He said you just got through rubbing one out.
I just hope.
Just got through rubbing one out?
Well, no, you don't have to do that on there.
That's why you do it.
Hey, we tried to call you and let you know when you called you was gonna be on the show, but hell, you called during the show, so hey, you on, bro?
Oh, yeah, hey, y'all don't be putting my business and shit out there like that, man.
Hey, we got Opie on the show. We got Opie with us here too.
What's up, man?
What's up, D.O.B.?
What's good?
Hey, I had a question, man, that I've been dying to ask you, and we talking about hip hop, so I figured I'd ask you now.
What's that?
I know you love this artist, so I want to know where you feel this artist goes. The DOC. I know you're a big DOC fan. He's from Dallas. Do you consider him a South artist or a West Coast artist?
Oh, he West Coast. For sure, West Coast.
Yeah, he did orchestrate the Chronic, so
Even though he was in Texas though,
I would still say.
he's from Texas.
He's from Texas, but I mean, he grew up on the West Coast, bro.
He a Southwest rider.
We never, hey, look at it from this standpoint. We never knew he was from Texas until he said he was from Texas.
That's true.
We always thought he was from LA. Think about the video. He had the Kings hat on. You know what I mean?
yes, you're right. I hadn't thought about it from that.
Yeah, I thought he was from LA, bro.
Hey, we're gonna put you on the spot real fast though. We just asked you the top 5 groups from the South.
Top 5
No order.
I gotta say, 8 Ball and JT. I gotta say, Ghetto Boys. UGK. Outkast. I got one more, huh? 2 Live Crew.
Really?
Hey, you kind of threw one in there with 2 Live Crew. We wasn't expecting that one.
I'm pushing 9 fucking 2 Live Crew. Let me see.
I mean, I did use.
Hold on, I don't know, T, because that was 2 Live Crew was kind of big, bro.
I fucks with 2 Live Crew.
But it ain't nothing I listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're a legendary group. But let me see. Probably I guess it gotta be 3 6 Mafia, bro.
Yeah, that's about what mine was like too.
It gotta be Outkast, 3 6 Mafia, 8 Ball and JT, UGK. That's 5, right?
So how many?
You said Ghetto Boys.
She's not
Yeah.
considering.
Yeah, we all had almost probably the exact same ones.
Not me.
Yeah, Opie put Hot Boys and TRU in it. Them, me and D pretty much had the same.
About that, bro. But, like, are they really a group, though?
Back then they were.
Are they really a group?
Back then,
Yeah, I agree with that argument. They were.
TRU had like 3 solid albums.
Yeah, but they all was independent. I mean, they all had more solo albums.
You can say that about Ghetto Boys.
Teddy Riley had more solo albums.
You can say that about Ghetto Boys. If you go on that route.
That's true. Scarface had more solo
Yeah,
albums.
I forgot all about No Limit and Cash Money. But I don't know if consider the Hot Boys to really be a group like that. I think they put out 1 or 2 albums, maybe.
Well, what I said was I liked it all of them, but I wouldn't put none of them ahead of the ones that we said. And me and D both was probably the same as yours.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put Hot Boys before any of them. So
Right. I mean, they all legendary.
Yeah.
And they all right. But I think like the Cash Money, those crews, I think they were more solo boys than they were groups. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
This is what I think, bro. Yeah.
That's what's up.
All right, we ain't made to put you on the spot, bro. We tried to call you before, but you was acting like me being late. Nah, I'm big pimping over here. Yeah, I'm big pimping over here. I got women for that. Hey, I'm lying.
Next time, I heard some shit and you talking about you taking off seconds. I'll take it right now. At least call and ask me, bro. You just didn't take my shit, bro.
Hey, bro. Kevin, we took
Better not be no showing love.
it.
Matter of fact, better not be no showing love of a second this week.
We supposed to have one next week.
We have one next week, not this week.
Alright, talk about it.
Hey, I'm over watching Soul Play and shit.
All right, bro.
There you go.
All right, love, nigga.
Top 5 good movies.
Top 5 hood movies.
Ooh.
Oh man, top 5 hood movies. Men's Society, Boys in the Hood, South Central. You got Ray Ray out there selling cars and shit.
He even got Chuck Southern out there.
With Ray Ray. Yeah, South Central, Poetic Justice,
That's on
and Inkwell.
Inkwell.
right?
Inkwell.
Bro, this
Wait,
is
wait,
real time. Bro,
Inkwell.
he wasn't good at it.
No, man, no, D. You got to come. No, you got to come with a different. No, you ain't putting that in there, bro. No,
Inkwell.
no, man, no,
Hood classic.
no,
Inkwell.
He was good.
nah, man. I'm going with, of course, Boys in the Hood, Men's Society.
I'll replace it with juice if that makes you feel better.
Better, that's much better.
Right.
Juice. I gotta put in there, don't be a menace.
Don't be missed.
Yeah, I gotta put that in there. And, let's see. You said one of yours was one.
South Central.
South Central. South Central. Yeah.
Alright, Menace, Boys in the Hood. I mean, you didn't say above the rim. I gotta go above the rim.
Yeah, that's a good one too, yeah.
Sunset Parks is Sunset Park.
Yeah, okay.
Jason's lyric. Probably.
Yeah.
Like Jason.
All those good ones.
Yeah, bro.
Now, all of them you just said better than Inkwell. Come on, you could,
I mean, Inkwell's a classic, bro. I might go look it up and watch it again.
Inkwell's good, man.
I put Dead Presidents over Inkwell.
That's a good one, Los. That's a good one.